Why, hello there, ladies, gentlemen, and friends from beyond the binary. You join me at the beginning of a new day. And if you watched the last episode, you'll know that I'm coming off hot off the heels of yesterday's crazy day. We didn't really do much in terms of drafting. We got a few new blue memos, but the main draw, I guess, was the original copy of both The Red Prince and A New Clue, followed by the key for her ladyship's diary, which was incredible. And something which I've not really taken the time to think about at the end of the last episode was we spent a lot of time looking into the numeric core of the family seal. Still have no idea. It's been probably 4 minutes since I ended the last recording. All I've done is I've gone downstairs and I've procured a Pepsi, which I shall now crack. There it is. Proof of my departure momentarily. And we're going to dive back in. That's the plan. I just want to try and find more blue memos. I think that's the aim of the game. So let's get some more blue memos, and along the way, if other opportunities present themselves, then we shall take them. We'll grab them by the proverbial horns and ride them into the sunset. I will not take the money. On the off chance we do get Observatory, I don't know if we will get Southern Cross. So yeah, I'm not going to take the money just in case. And instead, we're just going to go to the outer room, see what we are given, and yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to expect over here. If we get given the shrine, I might go back, get the money, and just gamble all of it here. So, okay, oh, schoolhouse as well. Go on, and I'll go schoolhouse. Let's do it. Let's make today a schoolhouse day. Wait, can I inspect something? What's that? Oh, third letter. Yeah, let's do it. Let's try and go for the 9th classroom, which has still evaded me all these months later. I say months, days, weeks, you know what I mean. We will take the money then, I think. If we're going to focus on the schools today, we may as well. Let's give it a go. Right. Library, pantry, spare veranda. That increases our chances of getting items. Ooh. Ooh. Wait, is that an item? No. Oh, that's very nice. I thought I could maybe take the paint palette. I will definitely be taking the shovel. Very nice. Thank you, game. Okay. Classroom. Yeah, go on in. I wasn't sure, but yeah, I think we can afford to take a classroom early. That way we're going to have a larger opportunity to get them later, is all I'm thinking. Chapel, bedroom, library. I do like chapel. We'll go chapel. We just want to try and amass as many gems as possible, and we have been given a very rare, elusive, early gem from the chapel. That doesn't happen all that often. We could get some steps with dorm. Yeah, I don't mind taking a dead end here. Really? No item? At least we get running shoes, but I was kind of hoping we'd get a little something on the side here. A little key card, maybe. Yeah. Dorm's not bad, because we've taken a drafting room already. I suppose we can at least draft this. Classroom is fine to take here. Yeah, I don't know. I feel a little bit weird going too far north. So if we can go forward... Another classroom, really? Oh, I don't. It works so well here, though. Go on in. And now we'll run back because, well, I don't have any more gems, so I don't really want to afford to keep running. Something I did want to look at is just, like, have a look around the rooms a bit more. Like, what if we can find... Like, this would be the perfect place. Castle? C-A? Castle? C-A-S-T... L-E? I'm just trying to figure out if there's any more hints, because we're missing 2 words still, aren't we? Off of the cipher. So anything like this where there's like columns of blocks, just I want to look at them and just make sure that I've not overlooked something. Nothing behind here? No, nothing behind the whiteboard. FUN, fluorine, uranium, nitrogen. Okay. Grade 2, nothing behind here. No, okay. Yeah, we'll go right back to the beginning then. And see what we can get. Sorry, I was just having another look around just in case. Yeah, storeroom would be nice to get, maybe off of here. If you don't ask, you don't get. That's what I was taught. And we do have a shovel. Give me a key. Oh, okay. If we'd gotten a key just then, considering what I just said about you don't ask if you don't get, I'd have been very happy. Parlor. Yes. Okay, we've got to get this. They've been a little bit tricky as of late, so I'm a little bit nervous. But here we go. Here we go. Right. The white box is empty. All right, let's presume you're true. This is the only true statement. Impossible. Well, not impossible. There are 2 false statements. I think it's got to be in the white box. Because I think you're true. And I think you're false. And I think you're false. So it's in here. Because if you're the only thing which indicates the white box. So it's either in the white box or it isn't. And if it isn't in the white box, we would need to then decide between black and blue. And nothing points at either of you. So it has to be in white by that logic. Come on. Maybe today's the day. Classroom, great spot for it as well. Because then we can hopefully get a T-junction off of the next side. Okay. Still no magnifying glass. Like, I'd love to look at this. The south key. The south key. Does this relate? Oh, does this relate to the clock tower thing? No. Does it? The south key. So the clock tower hint. Hold on. I've never really... Now that we've had it confirmed in the Red Prince thing. Clock tower. Southward I see a swan, which is Morajai. And in this instance... Oh, there's no Morajai on here. Never mind. Never mind. Unless there's a Morajai on here. 90, 58, Rot. Tor. Tor? Tor. Why does Tor ring a bell? Tor. 46 Tor. We've got Arajan, haven't we? Arajan language. Tor. Law. Oh! The fucking castle puzzle! You idiots! Tor! Wait. Okay, so what does Tor mean? Tor. Counterclockwise? Oh, and yeah, so Rot is clockwise, but then Tor is counter. Right. Okay. Right. So Tor, counterclockwise. Guys, immediately rewarded. Well, I say immediately. 5 minutes later, rewarded for my due diligence. Vera? Dowager! Dowager was the one on the thing with Mum! Oh, it's all coming together. Right, so we want to go to drafts. Where is it? Original book drafts. And I wrote, didn't I, Planet? I think I've gone past it. Sorry. One track mind. There it is. So, Cage, Lady, Bird, Planet, and Star. Planet is Dowager. Right? That is Dowager. So what do I do with this? Cage, Lady, CLBD? No. Cage, Lady, Bird. Cage, Lady / Mum / Mother. Bird. Dowager. Okay, and who is Dowager in the Pantheon? Dowager was the one with the pitchfork. Right. That's Dowager. Or Dowager, I don't know how you'd pronounce it. Dowager is with the pitchfork. Okay, so come back here. Dowser. Angel with pitchfork. Farming? Question mark? And which... oh, you can't see my notes. How long have they been hidden? Oh, please say they've not been hidden the whole time. I've been writing this. Cage, Ladybird, Planet Star. Sorry about that. Really sorry, guys. Which sigil? Who are the people who did farming? Was it Morajai? I believe it was Morajai who ended up being farmers. So is that their like patron deity? Agricultural. Morajai is agricultural. So is this... a representation of that, maybe? He couldn't see beyond the red shade he was aware. He never caught a glimpse of the world I had to share. An empty cage. The bird. Morajai. Dowser. Mother. Okay, well, we'll stew on it for a little bit. There's Mora, Fenmora, Vea, Mamora. East Eclipse, in Eclipse. So... okay. Isles of Orsay, Three of Tides, Araja, Further Nuance, the Outer Circle, the Sacred Circle. Just seeing if any of these boxes look like the one that the effigy was in. Or they all just look like the parlor game boxes. I'm mainly looking at this because I've never had a magnifying glass. Presumably if you get a magnifying glass, you can zoom in. I feel like there's so many details we're missing here. God, I love it. I absolutely love it. Nothing on here. Anything behind them? No. No. Grab the apple before I leave. Okay. Well, that was unexpected lore, to say the least. Let's go conference room. That way, if we spread gems, we can come back and get them later for the classrooms. Then we're looking for a good dead end. We really want a dead end here. Reading Nook for the key isn't bad. But I tell you what I'd love, and that's Locksmith. I think Locksmith would be great for me. Observatory, maybe, because we don't know what we're going to get in there. Hallway closet for the items. We'll redraw again. I am fishing for Locksmith. Geist bedroom actually is not bad. Some additional gems. Yeah, a gem, sorry. Additional dice. I'll take some dice. That will come in handy later. Oh, right, I'm feeling, and I don't want to say it because the moment I say it, it'll crumble around me. But I'm feeling confident. I think this might be the day we do it. Kind of wish we still had the observatory. There it is. There it is. I'm gonna have to redraw here though because we're running into dead ends on all of these. Commissary is the only one we can really go for here. Good opportunity to get some gems and maybe. Oh, there we go. Metal detector, nice. Sledgehammer, nice. And we'll mainly take the gems here. Not that I don't want the salt shaker, but I think the gems are just better. There we go. Okay. Foyer, library, dining room. Foyer, library, dining room. So we've drafted 4 classrooms already. I can go with the foyer to help me if I get Great Hall later. This is a... oh, hello. There we go. This is another thing that I'm curious about. The hands. Like, what purpose do they serve? Is there something they hint towards? Like, do I need to put the bedroom in here? That's an idea. So, whoa. Not to keep giving myself more quests. But let's do one called... a new note called The Hands. So there's hands... locations we can find the hands. Foyer. Oh, sorry. Foyer. Bedroom. Office. But if memory serves, the office point towards the door / safe. Both hands point towards the door. Bedroom, hand points downwards. What if we have to draft these in such a way where the office... Like, what if there is another room with a hand pointing at the door, and you need to draft either one of those on one end of the foyer, and then the foyer leads into the bedroom, so it points you into the bedroom, and then the hand points down, and then you can dig for something. I wouldn't put it past them. Classroom. I'm tempted to leave it. The reason being, I think this classroom will snake up here anyway. So let's go bedroom. And now I'd love to get a T-junction here. Oh, I've done it. The hand. I didn't even realize I did it. We were just speaking about it as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, why is that pointing down? Like, it's very specific. Is it a red herring? It might be. But like, why are the hands here pointing inwards? And now here's this hand pointing down. What if I need to get the office off of here? Could you imagine if I can get it? Imagine. Ah, that would have been cool. Oh, the library will have a new book. Ah, do I want to go for that now? Oh, I should, but security is just so good for me. We might get library later. Sorry, I know we're missing out on lore. Where's the item in here? Oh God, there it is. Thank God. Okay, let's do an experiment. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. Lovely to be here. Log into network. Swan song. Oh, a keycard right about now would be great. Remote terminal access. Let's connect to lab. Getting a green room that would spread gems wouldn't be half bad either. Okay, experiment setup. Let's see. Lower the water, permanently raise, or remove a crate. So the only one here is lockpicking. And I think it's between... We're not going to be drafting many rooms worth 2 or more gems because we're going for classrooms. I think we'll try fireplace. I think we can get maybe 2 or 3. Which is better than none. So let's go back. We'll now change the keycard settings. Again, I think this is the last remaining piece of quality of life I'd like them to add. Just like a way to maybe save settings. So from the menu, I can just press a button and it just does it for me. I know that's really lazy and it's such a first world problem, but yeah. I've also done it the wrong way. I meant to change the security level to low. Sorry. There we go. Back and exit. So, what can we get down here? Oh, it's locked. All right, I'm not going to go that way because I've got very little in the way of keys. Electric eel aquarium. If I go for that, we're then down to 4 gems, which I don't really like. I think we've got to do it, though. We might get a gem in here. Nah, a key, though. That's not bad. A key isn't that bad. And now we want to go northward. Because I'm guessing it'll be locked. No. Veranda, den. Amazing. Yeah, we'll take the den. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, now we're back. And we've increased our lockpicking skills permanently. Amazing. Classroom, utility closet, or corridor. Oh, classroom on rank 8. Let's do it. There's going to be a blue memo in here. Somewhere. Blue memo. Oh, God. This is going to be a hard one to find, isn't it? Oh, no. I hate this. Oh, no. There's so much paper in here. Art prompt. Draw 2 things that share all but 1 letter in their name. No, thanks. No, thanks. Grade 5. Okay. Oh! Yes! The illustrations in The Red Prince and Swimbird were made by Marion Marigold herself. No offense, that's a shit blue note. That's a shit blue memo, Dogu Bomb. Give me something that I can use in these these current puzzles that I am stuck with. Right, let's go. Blue memos. I think what we'll do is we'll open this to the right. Then we'll just paste this in. So, classroom. Paste. Right. And nothing in here relating to any of my other puzzles. Nothing on the backs. I'm just looking for like anything at this point that maybe we've overlooked. Do you know what I mean? No. Kind of wish. Oh, I missed out on the trunk in here. Ah, lockpicking kit after we just permanently increased our lockpicking skills. Nice. Just gonna check along here. Anything at all. Ah. The fact that we're 2 letters away just like really hurts me. Okay. And considering how hidden the other ones are, I'm nervous about how long it's going to take to find these. Hallway. We're going to redraw. Boiler room. Classroom. Library. Classroom isn't awful, because obviously that then removes another classroom required. But it would waste a blue memo, because we've just gotten the blue memo from classroom. Unless... what if we draft multiple different classrooms along rank 8 in the same day? Will that force it to make a new blue memo? I'm going to do it. Let's see. Let's see if this forces the game to give us a new blue memo. Okay, it's not there, which is where it was before. Maybe it just won't spawn one? Nothing there. There's the foundation elevator. Let's go look on the desk. Take the apple. Grade 6. Anything behind here? No. I could have sworn I just saw. No. I could have sworn I saw something that looked like a blue memo. And we're definitely on rank 8. Definitely on rank 8. There is one! In a different spot. Whoa! The 3rd king of Arindia was the last in the line of Oris. Okay. Big lore coming in from what is this, grade 6? God almighty. Wait, so hold on. There is one for different grades. So grade 5 and grade 6. Cool. Really cool. There's nothing on here. Nothing behind you. Nothing on the grade 6 board. No. Nothing on there. Okay. And if I switch this on. Again, just looking for anything. Like hidden text maybe in one of the corners. Go again. Zooming in. Absolutely nothing. Next slide. Zooming in. Nope. Next slide. Like, this feels important. But I don't understand why. Oh. Oh. My wonderful wife is home. One moment. You right? Okay, I'm back. Right, as I was saying, we're looking for anything on here. No, I think paranoid might be the wrong word, but I'm just. We've found all of them, all of the letters. So have I just overlooked these 2 that I'm missing? C_X, A_D. Not a clue. Alright, let's go here. Music room, lavatory, dining room. Let's go music room for the key. No, we can't because that removes all of our gems. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got grade 7, 8, and then hopefully 9 if we can get it. Half tempted to redraw. Dining room, I guess, isn't awful. Because we get the lunchbox and the food immediately. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, and there might be something in here. It seems like there is. Somewhere. Unless it's... I might be detecting the lunchbox. Okay. And then we'll grab the food. Which is... Trophy room. I'm not going to draft that. I mean, I guess we could draft trophy room. It rewards you for having multiple gems. Maybe that's a good idea. Getting the axe from the armory and then chopping the cost. Yeah, that might be something. I'm going to run all the way back, which, again, might seem crazy, but I think it's worth doing. I'm not going to unlock that because I've only got 1 key left, and I don't really want to waste it. Yeah. This way? This way, yes. Good, good, good. Ah, I love this game so much. Oh, please let me get Classroom 9. Please. Please. I'm trying so hard right now. I feel like we've done a really good bit of drafting so far. Loads of classrooms built. Like the world feels like it wants me to get it today. Another classroom. In a somewhat decent position as well. We could redraw until it faces the other way. Or we could try and... Do we try and get it on one of these higher ranks? So we can get the blue memo? Or is that greedy? I think that's greedy. I'm going to redraw just to try and get it to face the other direction. I'm not going to get it, am I? Music room? No, still have the gems. Redraw. Redraw. I'm being punished. Oh my god, I am. I'm being punished. Might go hallway here. Let's go hallway. And I think the next time we get classroom, we just take it. Nope. I'm gonna go boudoir. I know we've got the book, but the dice and the gem from here is way more valuable, considering what we're trying to do. The book can wait, but, you know, class is only once. Once in a lifetime. Garage, library. Oh, God. Garage for the keys? Garage for the keys? Why is the music cut off? Corridor. Garage. Garage for the key. Garage for the key. I'm going to go corridor. That might be a risky play. There's classroom. Let's take it. So this is grade 7. What was grade 7 again? Was this the math stuff? Yeah, the math stuff. Nothing behind here. Algebra, no. Nothing. Grade 7. Eat the apple. Oh! Oh, I think we've actually got something. But I don't think it helps me at all. Oh, you are kidding me. We've got C-X. Oh, you cheeky bastards. I honestly thought we'd stumbled upon something. No, what we have, but it's useless to me. Oh, for God's sake. I thought I'd look deeper into the blackboards because they actually have smudges on. I thought maybe we can see something that they've previously written and smudged out. There it is. But it provides no help to me. I'm going to take a screenshot just to say I found it. But yeah, it does nothing for me. So castle, open a new tab. Wait, this is the wrong one. Castle puzzle. There we go. And then we'll paste this in. Shit. God. What are these letters? What are these letters? Something something 6. Counterclockwise, word east. Counterclockwise, word east. Whatever. Right. Moving on. Moving on before I cry. Lockpick kit. Get in. Okay. We want to redraw into a classroom if possible. Observatory is also a nice pickup, but we've got so many redraws, it would be remiss of me not to use them to get classroom. There's classroom going in a really good location. Grade 8. Okay, we've got one more grade to go, and then it's finito. Any more on here? No. And do these change? No, they're exactly the same. Oh, God. Okay. We're looking for classroom, guys. The 9th. Can we get it? Can we get it? Come on! Not yet. Not yet. Nope. Yes! We got it. Let's go. Final exam. Please take a seat. Reddington Elementary graduation. 8 years certainly flew by. Yeah. It was a blur. I just looked up at the recording time. We're at 31 minutes. Let's see how long it takes me to do this damned exam. Okay. Final exam. Please take a seat. Oh, I'm gonna fail. Final exam. Oh my god, it's actually all the time. Final exam. Instructions. Your exam has begun. You will now have 30 minutes to complete the next 18 pages of questions related to the curriculum covered over the previous 8 grades. If you do not know the answer to a question, skip it and come back later. This is an open book exam, and you may use your notes and may retrieve information from other rooms to help you as long as you complete the test within 30 minutes. After you've completed your exam, it will be graded remotely and results be sent to you the following day. Right. Mount Holly Elementary. Sam left his house at 6 a.m. and drove 5 hours west and passed 8 flags. He then turned north at Tanner Fork and drove 2 hours north and passed 4 flags of the same color before arriving at Trinsdale at noon. What color? It's got to be red. Right? Because if he's in Tanner Fork, this is in Fen, and if he's going to Trinsdale, then that's got to be red. Got to be. In the scenario above, where does Sam live? Left his house at 6, drove 5 hours west and passed 8 flags. Right, hold on. Metro. Let's... What the hell have I just done? Unstack. Close. Metro. Where the heck is it? Basement? Is it down here? What the hell? Safe house? It must be in here. Here we go. So. Left his house at 6 a.m. and drove 5 hours west and passed 8 flags. On his way to Tanner Fork. And Tanner Fork is 10. And he passed 8 flags. Driving west. Where does Sam live? Left his house and drove 5 hours west and passed 8 flags. He then turned north at Tanner Fork and drove 2 hours north and passed 4 flags of the same color before arriving at Trinsdale at noon. What color were the flags? In the scenario above, where does Sam live? For him to have come from the west and to have come to Trinsdale, 5 hours passing 8 flags. Can't be Archeries because he'd be coming south. Iraja, he'd be going north. Oris, or the Grand City. It's got to be Oris. I feel like that's wrong, and you're all laughing. What color is most often associated with hallways? Orange. Which of the following would be the least patriotic room pairing? A greenhouse and Cora Rica. What color is the fruit that gives you +3 steps when consumed? We get 2 from apples, don't we? I've been eating them all feckin' day. I think apples are 2. Bananas are 4. I'm going to say orange. Solve the following problem. 5 take away 5 times 2 is 0. 5 divided by 2 is 2.5 plus 2 is 4.5 divided by 2 is... Wait, have I done this wrong? I think I've done this wrong. What's happened here? 5. That is times, isn't it? Or is that divide? Maybe it's times. No, what? Okay. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 2 is 12, times 2, 24. Solve the following problem. 5 take away 2 is 3, times 5 is 15, plus 1 is 16, take 5 is 11. 10, oh, there we go. There's, divide. 10 times 4 is 40, divided by 5 is 8, take 4 is 4. 1 take 4 is minus 3, times 2 is minus 6, plus 7 is 1. 3 take 4 is minus 1, times 8 is at minus 8, divided by 2 would be, what, minus 4, plus 5 is 1. Which element on the periodic table is represented by the symbol C? Carbon. Which element appears... Wait. Yes, it is carbon. Which element appears in the periodic table directly below helium? Oh, God. Oh, God. It would have been in the lab. Directly below... What was it? Helium? Directly below helium is Ne, which is... Well, it's Ne. Which of the following is not a real element found on the periodic table? Mount Holly. That's cute. Mount Holly. I would say Y. I don't think Y is an element, is it? Oh, the Y is there. MT. Can't see MT. There's Ho. So if I can find... What was the other one? LL. We're looking for MT or LL. MT or LL. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, there's MT. It's LL. All right. I completely glossed over it. LL. Next page. Which element on the periodic table is represented by the symbol Ag? Argon, aluminum, aluminium. Come on. Silver, oxygen. Would it be argon? I think it's argon. Which element could not be used in the spelling of the word clues? Could not be used in the spelling of the word clues. So... I don't know. I would guess carbon, because I think chlorine is Cl. But I can't Google anything. I'm not Googling. Chlorine. I believe it's Cl. And then I wouldn't need... I'm going to go carbon. How many elements are on the top row of the periodic table? That's a great question. 2, I reckon. Definitely didn't just open the notes. The city of Fen is south of which small body of water? Trinsdale Lake, I believe. I believe it's called Trinsdale Lake. How many cities in Fen Aries are larger than Reddington? We do have that map, don't we? Reddington? The world, Reddington. Reddington. Oris. And Fen, so 2. 2. Which of the following realms is not near Fen Aries? Kororika. Which sigil core denotes the realm of Arch Aries? That's A. Which realm is directly north of Araja? That would be Fen. I mean, no realm is north of Araja. Where are you right now as you take this exam? I'm in Mount Holly, Reddington, Fen Aries. Well, Reddington is like north of me. Right? I don't think we're in Featherfall Keep. I don't think this is repurposed because we were given this land in the deed. Feather... Oh god, where would I have found out about that? Library? Library, I think it's in here somewhere. Featherfall. Yeah, it's not. It's not. Sitting at the base of Mount Perma, Reddington's second highest summit. Cool, but not us. The former house of Lord William Epsom. Yeah, there's Trinsdale Lake. There's Mount Holly. So I do think we're Reddington. We're like, yeah, Mount Holly, Reddington. I knew it wasn't Featherfall, but I want to double check. Which two pieces of art would be best paired to depict the letter B? Bale and ale? Bale and ale. Which of the following pieces of art was not displayed in the grade 5 classroom? Pry, Flan, Bride, Jungle. We know Flan is in there. We know Bride is in there. I want to say Jungle, but I can't run back. Wait, can we? 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay, well, I'm going to go check. Is Pry the one that I've never really been able to get? Where Prey is coupled with it? Let's have a look. Oh, I didn't smash you. I'm on precious time here, but I'm smashing. Sorry. Wait. Oh shit, it's all the way up there. I can't be bothered. Pry. I feel like I saw hands together in the classroom. So I want to go Jungle. I'm going to say Jungle. Stop exiting the exam. There we go. Jungle. Which of the following pieces of art is not displayed in Mount Holly's entrance hall? It's not displayed in the entrance hall. We've got Face and Ace. I think Realize, because that's the one which we find later. Can you find the difference? B-I-M-R. Can you find the difference? I don't get what this is referring to. So we know Orinda is the 7th angel, and we're being shown Arch Ares, Orinda Ares, Fen, and Araja. Can you spot the difference? B-I-M-R. Skip for now. Mount Holly Elementary Final Exam. Who was the first crowned ruler of Fen Ares? General Teskin. In which era were the railways of Fen Ares destroyed? It was during... I believe... Was it during the Aegean? Because we see... It can't be any of these later eras, right? Unless... Oh god, I don't know this one. How long did the War of the Fifth Era? That was 22. I believe. By my reckoning. Classroom. So we're shown here. Tiskin, Oris 2, 22, Araja, Black Flag. Yeah, I think it's 22. In which era were the railways of Fen Ares destroyed? It happened after the battle. Is that the War of the Fifth Era that we see? Because if so, it would be happening during the 6th era. Oh, once you've marked, you can't I can't undo my answer? Oh, fine. Screw you, game. Screw you. Right. Which was the first capital city of Fen Ares? What was the first capital city of Fen Ares? I'm going to assume it's not Oris. I think it was Reddington, wasn't it? And then it became the Grand City of Fen. Which realm gifted Fen Ares a dirigible? Gotta be Nuance. The deciding battle of the War of the Fifth Era was fought on the southern shores near what famous landmark? fought on the southern shores near what famous landmark? I think it's got to be the tower. So Fen's there, Royal Museum. Maybe it is just Fen. On the shore. There's a shore over here on this lake, but would that count? It's fought on the southern shores near what famous landmark? It's got to be the Colossus. Next page. Solve the following problems. 36 minus 3 times minus 3 is 9. Take 3, it's 6. 21. 11 divided by... That is divided, isn't it? Because pink is multiply. So 11 divided by 3 is like 3 point something. It's a high 3, like 3.8. Then we're rounding to the nearest, so that'll be 4. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 5 is 21, times 2 is 42. Take 1 is 41, so it'll be 14. 5 divided by 2 is 2.5, times 3 is 7.5. Rounded to the nearest 10 would be 10. Take 1 for 9, times 6 would be 54. Plus 100 be 200. Because 154 rounded up to 200. What is the Arajan word for house? I think it's array. Arajan. It's hue. Oh, it's hue. What does neviate mean? I know that's gate, so new gate. It's got to be. The phrase trivenly can be translated in several different ways. Which of the following is not an acceptable interpretation of this phrase? That old tree is not owned by me. My tree is not very old. I cannot see the tree trunk. I am not an old tree. So, tray is tree, as we know. So, anything that doesn't include tree? No, they all include tree. Then ven le. So, the end of a lack of myself. Tree, a lack of end of myself. I think it's got to be to do with the trunk. If I had to guess. The end of the tree and a lack of myself. My tree... Well, that one. Right? Because it is a lack of you. So my tree is not very old. Oh, no, I keep misclicking. How many pages are there of this damned exam? How would you say the following phrase? You have a very, very long name. Very, very long name. Am. So we'd want am in there. Am. Am. You have a very, very long name. I'd want to see some ams in there. I'm seeing no ams in any of these. Dao Venger, Nai Dao, Ra Dao, Ul Ra Joram. You're the only one that doesn't include Dao. What relevance does that have? Dao is day. You have a very, very long name. I'm going to go with the one that doesn't include day. How would you tell an Arajan, count me out? So it has to have L. 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 Arajanai, L count vo. Livelu? Livelu question mark? The question mark means it can't be. I'm going to go L count vo. Mount Holly, in or at is? In is. We know about in north and south from the moon thing. I'll need to take pictures of this afterwards. Using the provided Arajan terms for cardinal directions above, what would be the clearest way to give directions to someone at point A to get them to point B? Something at. In at. What clearest way you give them? Well, we want them to go directly west. Right? This dotted line is irrelevant. Point A is there, point B is there. We don't want them to follow the dotted line. So east tree? We don't want them to go to the tree because the tree's up here. Ajin et obtre is a trevo. Main etam matre et is meor. So maor would be small west? Why are we what? And et is would be is. I don't even know what is is. Oh, but is would be the reverse of in, right? So et is. Oh, sorry, yeah. So et is would be south east or east south. Main etam, unless we do want them to follow the dotted line. Ma in, which would be getting to go north. So small north, where east, large, small tree, southeast, ma-or, which would be small west. Why are we going west at the end? Why small west at the end? Asian et. Let's try this one. First, north, east, toward tree, east jar. I don't know what. Oh, east jar, sorry. South, last, and then my or, which is small. Oh, sorry, is jar. I went back to the bottom one. Of tray, is jar, which is south, last, tree, away. Away from the tree. I think it's got to be that. It's got to be. In ancient Arindia, the number 8 was considered by Adurian scholars to be mathematically near perfect, though many in the secular sphere held that only this advanced form of 8 was worthy of numerical perfection. Whoa. What the hell am I looking at here? 8 times 8 and then flipped. Hell, near perfect. That's a statement, and then it's like, boom. Many in the secular sphere held that only this advanced form of 8 was worthy of numerical perfection. So 8 times 8 would be 62. And then 62 times 62 would be a big number. 8 to the nearest 10 would bring me to 10. Maybe we're looking for something that brings me to like 130 for the sacred number. So 8 to the nearest 10 brings us to 10. 10 times 10 is 100. And then the last one is 8 times 8 to 62, flipped to 26. 26. Why would that be relevant? Why would that be near perfect? 26. In ancient Arindia, the number 8 was considered by Adurian scholars to be mathematically near perfect. The many in the secular sphere held that only this advanced form of 8 was worthy of numerical perfection. This advanced form of 8 was worthy of numerical perfection. So, let's do the first one again. So 8 times 8, 62. 62 times 62. If we just do 10 times 60, which is obviously 600, Well, no, let's not do like that. Let's not do like that. So, again, 8 times 8 is 62. So 62 times 62, 10 62s is 620. So 6 times 6 is 36. So 3,600. No, because we're doing 6. It's not 3,600. What am I saying? 620. It would be 3,600. Sorry, 3,600 plus 620 for the additional 620, or additional 4,200. And then we've got 6 times 20 to do, which is 120. So a 6,320? 6,320? How is that mathematical and numerical perfection? 6,320. Unless I've... No, not 6,320. 4,320. Right? Because we got a 42 from 36, adding the 6. 6 times 20. 4,320 does feel pretty fun. But I wish it was 4,321. That would be better. 4,320. 4,320. So 4,320, 10, 100, or 26, wasn't it? Because 8 times 8, 62, 26, yeah. I don't know. 26. Let's search my notes for these numbers. 26. A new clue has 26 somewhere. Oh, 26 is a Z. Ignore that. No, 26. 4,320. Nothing. 100. Numeric core. And then the other answer was just 10. But 10's going to come up so much. I'm really torn. We've still got the other one to do about finding the differences. 4,320. 26. 4,320. 4,320. 10, 100. Numerical perfection. What would I consider numerical perfection? I mean, 100 as a whole number is satisfying. 10 as a whole number is satisfying. I like how this one looks. 8, square, diamond, circle. Maybe we're looking at that, like including all of the shapes. 26. So 26 is 2. So one side, 2 sides with the 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 4. 4. I'm going to go D. And then the only other answer we didn't do was this. BIMR. Can you find the difference? BIMR? What? I don't know what that means. Orinda. 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 Find the difference. So we've got the 3 realms. Orinda realm. Aries. Oh! Is it to do with Aries? A-R-I-E-S? Fen Aries. Crown, the scepter. The stone. Lack of stone. Aries. I don't know, guys. So Arch, Aries, Fen, Orinda, and then Araja. A, B. A is B, B is I, C is M, D is R. Orinda. Arch, Aries, Araja. I've not got a clue about this, guys. Wings, shield, scepter, crown. I think it might be C or B, and the only reason is Aries has an I and an R in it. I'm gonna go B. Oh, it immediately stops. And I'm gonna have the answers mailed to me at the beginning of the next day. Can I sit down? I didn't even think to try and sit down. Right, that was tense, and I've not felt that way since I was at school many years ago. So I'd like to leave now, please. We could garage and have a look at chapel from the outside, finally. That'll be fun. But I've got all these redraws, and I feel like it would be remiss of me to not use them. What would I like to see? What is the room we really want to draft? I realize now I never put the burning glass back in coat check in that previous run because my mind was so addled by all of the bombshells that had hit me. And now I'm slightly annoyed at myself. And by slightly, I mean I'm furious. What I'd like to do is boiler room. If we can get a boiler room, that would be amazing. Yeah, I want to go boiler room. The reason being, we can go and open the door. Observatory, maybe. Coat check, but I don't think I've got anything worthy of putting in there. Redraw again. Treasure trove, pool hall. Redraw, boiler room, come on. Throne room, study, planetarium, redraw. Vault, Mount Holly, terrace. Attic, mailroom, dark room. Observatory facing that way. We'll do that, we'll do that. And then we can at least see if we're close to getting Southern Cross. It might even be here. Okay, no, so we do restart. Perfect. Perfect. So in 2 more days, unless I now get the... Oh no, if I get planetarium, that'd be 1 too many. We can do it. So 2 more days. Perfect. Library. We are now on the 8th rank, so I want to be going for blue rooms here. Library. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's go library. And the book is in here. Good, good, good. So this is History of Orindia, sorry. There might be information in here that will really help me. Because we have read this book before, but there were some things that were missing, which was annoying. Archeries, Orinda, Iraja. Right. So, let's go back through. Most of this we've read. I mainly want to be paying attention to History of Orindia. Here we go. Oh, I never took all the pictures. Never mind. Okay, in that case, we'll just read it. Orindia was once the name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters. Though the term is no longer employed in the halls of politics nor commonly known to the average citizen, its memory flickers in the hearts of those who hail from the lands that it once encompassed, and many of the elder generations in hushed circles still refer to themselves as Orindians. Yet we must not let the flame of our history dwindle into the obscurity of whispered conversations, nor permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon the name of our land. We must keep alive the embers of our past and preserve them for the generations yet to come. Most historians mark the beginning of the First Era, often denoted as Ajira, by the ascension of the first king of Orinda, whose name, Oris, would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. Oris was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of the surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of those bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Oris had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Oris, and by the end of the 1st century, the black banners of Orindia could be seen fluttering in every hamlet and hostelry, along every thoroughfare from Oris all the way to the western banks. A new kingdom was born. It was the 4th king of Orindia who split this vast domain into 3 equal shares, 3 realms for his 3 children. To the eldest he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift and called his new realm Orinda Aries after the angelic paragon of royalty, Orinda. To the youngest he bestowed upon him the realm of Archeries, the land of the northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse, which at the time was not as developed but a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. And to his middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region of Eurasia, the mystical realm of the ancestors, a land steeped in tradition, magic, and the poetry of the old tongue. As the Second Era drew to a close, the three sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and prosperity. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade, transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the Third Era was defined by the construction of a vast network of railways. This would have helped massively, and it probably was here before, but if only I'd taken a screenshot of this book when it came to figuring out the sigils. That is on me. That is my bad. Quick sip of Pepsi because I'm feeling a little bit dry. One moment. Fantastic. Spanned the length and breadth of the land, linking the northern mountains of Arch Ares to the southern shores of Eurasia. This development facilitated travel and commerce between the three realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future. A promise that would unfortunately, as my readers will soon find, not be kept. As the kingdom of Rinda Ares entered the Fourth Era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Deciphering III was a king who listened to the voices of all his subjects, from the most influential advisors to the humblest of citizens. He was a king who often was seen among the people, eating, drinking, and conversing, a sight that shocked not only the gentry and the court, but the masses as well, who could scarce believe that they, as peasantry, would ever sup with the crown. And look, that symbol again, denoted in verse, Sinclair. Any words here beginning with V? Deciphering was renowned as the king of the people, and it was therefore a surprise to no one when he made a decision to move the capital from the secluded mountains of Reddington to the public stage of Auris, leaving castle, court, and cloak. Where's cloak? We've got castle and court, but where's the cloak? Behind. The people were overjoyed by this choice, and the city welcomed their king with open arms and great fanfare. Yet not all was swayed so easily. There were those that viewed the king's conduct to be unbecoming of his station, and were wary of how readily he could be persuaded by the tears and tales of the common folk. These dissenting voices planted the seeds of discontent, which took root in the lawns and gardens of the nobles of Fen, or, as I have been instructed to say, the grand city of Fen. The era of ruin. After the passing of King Deciphering III, the Fourth Era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died naturally in his old age and surrounded by his people in Auris, far away from the growing unrest among the western city of Fen. On the very next day, the 6th of October, the self-proclaimed Prince Listen of Fen declared himself the true monarch. This declaration was bolstered by a surprising number of supporters due to the fact that Deciphering IV shared his father's good name but little of his virtues. As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Fensurrection. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Fen, once a center of splendor, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of the innocent echoed through the city streets, stained in red. The brutality of the pacification of Fen did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Listen to form a formidable army. Together, they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arch Ares and Nuance to join their cause. However, even with the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Prince Listen himself added another number to the casualties. However, even in death he had won. Auris had fallen, and with it the realm. The black flags that had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place red banners were hoisted in honor of the fallen of Fen. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear of their lives to the south, forever exiled. The current era. Today, the realms inherited by the 3, Fen, Arch, Ares, and Eurasia, once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our peoples has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. The spruce and birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past, and as those trees continue to grow, so do our hopes for a common future. A future where we are not defined by the colors of the banners we raise, but by that which connects us. A land that we each call home. For this is, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen. The land of our fathers, of our mothers, and of our children. This land is, after all that has happened, still Arindia. Well, I know for sure we got one question wrong, and that was me banging on about... I need to find the blue memo. Sorry, I got so carried away with the reading that I forgot we need to get one. Is it upstairs? Let's check up here first. I feel like if I were going to hide a blue memo somewhere, I'd do it up here. Mount Holly Records. Wow. Wow. Average day is 1 hour. The longest day is 2 hours 15. Steps taken 6337. Wow. Parlors solved 51. Parlors drafted 61. Oh no, don't look. Don't look at that. Okay, moving on. Where might we find the blue memo? I've picked a really bad room to try and find it in. I feel like if any room we're going to be... Oh! Can't make it up, can you? If you have a hall pass, bookshop will be more likely to be drawn while drafting in the library. Ah, well, that is, again, totally irrelevant to me because we've already bought out every book possible. So, thanks, game. Thank you. I'm so glad we've got this today. Library. And while I'm here, did I get all of the stamps? I think I did. First item checked, broken lever. Right. Contraptions I've made. Alright, let me take a picture of this. So I know what I've tried and what I haven't. So let's go put you in... Do I have a workshop? Go to file. Workshop. I do. There you go. Cool. Nice. Which stamp did I not zoom in on? Shit. That's annoying. Most avoided floor plans? Yeah, screw you, Chamber of Mirrors. You stink. You stinky. Oh! Wait. I got a B? Have I cheated the game? Surely I should be getting this tomorrow. Algebra was great. History was shit. As if I got a B. I'm gonna have to do it again. Math 100, algebra 100. Get in. Science, ooh, history, ooh, art, oh, what the hell is this? Oh, that's annoying. I want to get an A. As if you can cheat and get it early by looking in the book. Oh, I wanted the dramatic unveiling. But a B is a pass, right? So surely that means we get the trophy. Oh, we want to be getting blue rooms. We could go coat check. I think coat check could be fun. Because then we can draft out from the foundation and go north. Let's do coat check. I think it's going to be harder to get dead ends in here, so... Let's have a look. Coat check is drawn slightly more often the day after checking a new item. Oh, checking a new item. What should I put in? Let's do... I don't know. Well, okay, let's have a look at the contraptions. Lucky purse. Jackhammer. Dowsing rod. Nothing with shoes. Nothing with shovel. Metal detector has done how many? 1. I might put metal detector in. Oh, it does 2. Burning glass and detector shovel. I'll check in the shoes. I don't know. I don't know if that's a good pick. Cool. Well, that was a shit blue memo. I hate to say it. Not happy with that at all. Right, let's go all the way back to foundation. It's going to be a bit of a trek, but we've got the steps, so it's fine. As if we got a B. I kind of wanted more. I wanted a sweet, crispy A minimum. Would have been lovely, but yeah, all right. Beggars can't be choosers. Sure. Boiler room. I don't have the gems. No. No. I don't have the gems. Oh, guys, we need boiler room. Oh, whatever. Fine. I'm pissed off. I really wanted to get that. Pool hall, maybe? Bunk room? We could end the day in bunk room for the benefits. I'm redrawing. I'm sad. I'm gonna go lost and found, because if we get a good item, we can then... Oh, what is this? Oh, prism key. But what's the extra item? Oh, another key. Okay. Passageway, archives, planetarium. Let's do planetarium, but I'm not gonna go in there quite yet. Shit. Oh, guys. What a day. What a day. We'll probably go for another day after this, I think. I'll have to double check the time. But yeah, we might try and squeeze another day in before we wrap up this recording. Or we can just have a smaller recording. A 1 hour 15 classroom-filled extravaganza. What item is in here? Oh, coins. Yoink. They're mine now, kid. Moving on. Sorry about the evil laugh for stealing a child's money. Okay. Northward we go. Oh, dear. Yeah, I think I'm in need of dinner. I'm having a spaghetti carbonara for dinner tonight, and I'm very excited. Very excited. I've not had carbonara in such a long time. Into den, across foundation. What do I want to get? I don't know. Beggars can't be choosers. Special key. I can use a normal key here, then go blue. Redraw. 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 Oh, I don't like this. Throne room. And if this is locked, we can't go through because I lost the lockpick. Prism? Doesn't work. Oh, it's what I get for losing the prism key. Ah, guys, that is a travesty. I'm not losing the prism key, sorry. Losing the lockpick. Utility closet, gymnasium, freezer. I don't know. What we can do is redraw once. End of the day in the planetarium, and then tomorrow we will get Southern Cross. Let's do that. None of you really do anything for me. Pool hall might get me the key, actually. Let's try that. We might get a couple of nice keys for doing some maths. Let's have a look. 1 times 6 times 2 is 12. Shit. Minus 5 times 3 is minus 15. Plus 18 is 3. Divided by 3. Oh, times 3 is 9. Sorry, I thought it was divide for a second. 3 times 5 is 15. Take 18 is minus 3. Minus 3 times minus 3 is 9. Give me a normal key. Oh, get in. That is huge. We can actually get another blue memo instead of me dropping the ball. Go on in. Here goes. Shit, I can't do anything. Oh, no. Oh. Okay. Sorry, I've screwed up there. We used all of our reroll die, didn't we? Oh, well. Well, let's go bunk room. Walk inside. Eat some bananas. Never mind. Okay, let's go all the way back to planetarium. We'll end the day there. And I'll quickly go BRB. Not that you will know. But, I believe baby D20, my sweet baby boy, is currently having his dinner before he goes to bed. So I'd like to go quickly see him, and then I'll return. Again, it will be a seamless cut for you guys. I'll then return, and we will begin. That was the right way. We will then begin the next day. So, yeah. Planetarium gets us up to 54. So the next day, drafting the observatory gets us to 55. We need 5 for Southern Cross. So yeah, this feels really good. So up, 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 right, up, left. Okay. Up, 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 right, left, left. There we go. Okay, guys, call it a day. I'm now going to go BRB. Be back in just a second. Okay, I'm back, and annoyingly, I've decided I think we end the episode here, and I will have to record, I guess tomorrow morning. That's fine. I'll do a recording tomorrow morning, and that'll be the big one, I guess, where we have a proper go at trying to get the Southern Cross. So yeah, thank you for watching. Sorry that I teased you with an idea of maybe having a longer episode, but yeah, enjoy this 1.5 hour-ish expedition into Mount Holly. But for now, I'm gonna go. The house needs cleaning up. I need to go and make some spaghetti carbonara, and yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.